Can I overheat the module? I forgot what happens when you overheat it. Overload rack. I think it does more damage or like it shoots faster when you overload it, but it does causes damage to your things. Let me just overload the rack. I can't even see the change in the button. Okay, it's overloading now. I don't know what I just did. Doesn't really matter. Look at this tiny little pea shooter. Can you see it? Is it actually on the... Oh, it is. So you can visually scout ships if you know what you're looking at. Because you can see the turrets on them, right? You see that thing. If you can recognize the guns on the ships, then you can just scout them. Oh, Nova and Acolyte drones. That's amazing. I want to run away with this because it's loot. Anyway, we've been webified. We're gonna die. Sensor dampened, webified. Let me just drop this stuff. Let me... Can I do that? Oh wait, it's not gonna work, is it? Because if we come back, jettison. People and places. Places. Add location. Loot. Submit. So this is right here, right? So what I might do is, I don't know, like maybe the jet can is still gonna be here after we're done. Wait, where are the enemies, by the way? So there's the container there. Where are the enemies? Oh, they're ages away. Hold on, let me go towards them. So if I finish the mission, I think then what happens is I can come back with the other ship and pick up this loot. I think. Show info. It doesn't actually show you what it is. It doesn't say what's inside. Alright, come on guys. Let's go! Should I keep shooting? I don't know. Well, let me approach that guy. Spider drone. But I can't... They're all staying away from me, aren't they? And I can't move, by the way, because the spider drones have me completely locked down. This is still taking ages. They're all missing me. You guys are so bad. Why are you missing me? No, don't miss. Shoot faster. Alright, let's go towards that guy. And start shooting at him when it gets into range. Alright, here we go. Now they're hitting us. Alright, good job people. Good job. So this is what it's like to get ganked. Okay, get the hell out of there. Alright, and then we dock there.
Warp drive active.
Maybe we can go back and pick that stuff up. Not sure. I'm gonna try. Alright, well that's what it's like to get ganked. You get locked down, then you get blown up.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, we're going to finish that. Complete mission. Not bad, Simon, you did well out there against overwhelming odds. Ideally, that familiarized you a little more with the constant threat of ship loss. In these early days, you probably won't find yourself in such challenging situations, but it's helpful to know in advance how to take a ship loss and still get back up. Thanks, bro. Thanks for helping me lose my ship there. Request mission. Welcome back. Now we're going for speed. You can use two types of active propulsion modules, afterburners and their bigger brother micro warp drives. We're about to teach you how to use afterburners. Afterburners don't increase your speed as drastically as micro warp drives, but they suffer less penalties. They use only a moderate amount of capacitor to run and cannot be disabled by warp scramblers. Afterburners are also much easier to fit into your ship. They use less power grid and less CPU and have no fitting penalties. We've got an area riddled with dangerous electromagnetic interference that will damage your ship periodically. Your task is to fly through the clouds of EM disturbance using an afterburner and make it to the other side in one piece. Alright. Fly through an area of electromagnetic disruption. That sounds fun, doesn't it? So we're gonna go back into our Merlin. Gonna check our fittings. Remove that. And where's my carbide? Gatling rail? No, it's a carbide, isn't it? Carbide, fit to active ship. And do I have ammo? I have ammo as well. Alright, ammo. And I already have an afterburner and a micro warp drive as well. So we're just gonna hold on to those. Alright, so let's undock. And before we do anything else, I'm gonna go back to this location and see if we can recover the loot. Warp to within 0 meters.
Warp drive active.
This is assuming that there's no enemies over there. Which may or may not be a good idea. So let me have the space station selected. And if it turns out that the NPCs are still there, then we're gonna have to get the hell out of there. Oh nice, look at this. So the mission's over, and the enemies despawn. But I can come back and loot this stuff again. And that's my old ship. Nothing in my old ship. Wreck of Simon CKC's Merlin. Oh, there you go. Alright, so we picked up our loot. Now we go to this one.
Warp drive
And
active.
we're done with this, so we can delete, remove the location. Alright, we're done with that. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? So you make sure you, so if you find anything, make sure you save the location, especially warp wormholes. Wormholes you want to save locations, and I guess loot. If you just kind of go out in the middle of space and drop loot, you should always like save locations so you can get back to it easily. So like if you find anomalies like these things, if you figure out what they are, Guristas Hideaway, anomaly training site. So if you find these things, you should probably like save the location just in case. Alright, once you enter the next area, you should see an asteroid station. Head there as quickly as possible. Alright, I'm gonna go that way. We're gonna micro warp drive our way through it. The area surrounding it will be dangerous, but once you make it to the station itself, you will be safe. Cool story. We're getting a little bit wrecked. Good work, you're done. Report back to me. We just fly straight into a rock.
Warp drive active.
So that was much faster than otherwise because we used the micro warp drive instead of a civilian afterburner. Like even the 1 meganewton afterburner is much faster than the civilian afterburner. The civilian stuff is just junk basically. So because we already had our stuff, that went faster.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
That's a drone. A drone is a thing that you can use to attack things. So you launch them into space and they start attacking things automatically. Kinda useful. Let me stack all Nova light missiles. Oh good. And a couple of scraps and an acolyte. That's pretty good. We've got some loot out of that. Alright, complete mission. Good work, you've made it through the gauntlet alive. You should take a moment to consider that all you've learned so far and how it all ties together. No module works in isolation. Warp scramblers, for example, the close-range interdiction modules, don't work well unless you can close in on your enemy, and for that you need an afterburner. Similarly, if you're using a warp disruptor, the long-range variants, you perhaps want to keep your enemy away from you, so again, afterburners become useful. Dictating range is a crucial aspect of any engagement, but when you're tackling it becomes particularly important. Oh, thanks bro. Warp disruptor? Have I ever used that? Alright, request mission. Oh, a missile launcher. Alongside hybrid guns, will Kaldari use missiles, the best option of all? While weapons from other factions damn near lock you into dealing a single type of damage, electromagnetic, thermal, kinetic, or explosive, Kaldari missiles can deal any kind, and we can switch them out on the fly. We even have auto-targeting missiles that don't require you to lock onto the enemy, which is particularly useful when your electronic systems have been compromised. That's amazing! You just chuck rockets out into space and things explode. We've cornered a pirate nearby. I'll provide you with a civilian light missile launcher, and I want you to finish him off with it. Does it not use ammo? Don't forget to use the weapon I gave you as part of the training process. Alright, cool. Item hanger. Civilian light missile launcher. But you need missiles. He just gave us a launcher without missiles. Civilian light missile. Okay, well, let me unfit this again and unfit that. So he gave us a civilian. You cannot fit because your ship doesn't have any launcher slot left. Wait, what? Oh wait, what? Can I not use? Ship simply cannot be fitted with launchers. Apparently it doesn't work with this one. Hold on. Can I not fit missiles to this ship at all? Description, attribute, fitting, turret hardpoints, launcher 0. Oh, you can't. The 0. Okay, launcher hardpoints is a different thing. We need a different ship, guys. Let's see. Heron, Merlin. Heron, show info, fitting. 2 launcher hardpoints, 2 turret hardpoints. Ship uninsured. Show info. Well, I can use everything except the one I'm in right now. That sucks. Alright, well, let's go for the Heron. I guess. Like, how much do I need to put onto this? Alright, missile. Nova light missile. Light missile launcher. Nova light missile. You do not have the required skills for that. Wait, I don't. Wait a minute. I don't what? I don't have skills to use missiles? Buy all. It costs 20,000. Alright, I'm gonna buy that. I don't have the skills for it? Wait, where did it go? Oh, here, light missiles. Inject skill. Do I have to train it first? Level 1. Excuse me. Let me remove Caldari frigate. Missiles. I don't. Why would I not have light missiles 1? We have to wait half an hour, guys. Oh, we have to wait half an hour. It takes half an hour to train light missiles 1. What is even happening? Alright, can I like scroll this up? Alright, I'm gonna put it at the top. Nobody told me that. Nobody told me that. Kandari frigate. Put that back in. He did say missiles, right? It's not rock. We don't use rockets. We use missiles. I have to wait half an hour for the skill to train. You've got to be kidding me. Can I use this without ammo? Show info. Used with civilian light. Well, actually, no, maybe this doesn't require any skills. Tech level, missile launcher light. Description used with industry. Maybe does this require? Because the other stuff don't require. Hold on, let me show info. So let's say like the other missile. Requirements. Oh, wait a minute. No, because the civilian missiles don't require. Civilian Scourge light missile don't require skills. But do I have missiles already? Because I don't have missiles there, right? Like if I just start no charge, yeah, there's no charge. Let me show info. Can I buy any of this? Find in contracts. Reprocess materials. Attributes. I don't get it. Want to buy. Contract want to buy. They want to buy it. Civilian. You can't buy this stuff. Can I just hold on? Ammunition and charges, missiles, light missiles, standard light missiles. Yeah, no, you can't buy. Wait, what does that mean? Does it just work? Can I just go out there and shoot things with this? Hold on, let me just go civilian shield booster. And then civilian afterburner, I suppose. I don't really want to put too much stuff on this ship. I don't understand. So I can't use those rockets. Hold on, let me just get out there. And then I run away if we can't do anything to it. Does it mean that...
Warp drive active.
Show info, auto reload on, auto repeat, set auto reload, put online, put offline I mean. Can I just use this? Look, here's the thing. The civilian railgun doesn't need ammo. right? And then the civilian neutron blaster doesn't need ammo. So what I'm thinking is, why would this need ammo?
A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
A module has run out of charges?
Warp drive active.
Okay, that's not right, is it? Wait a minute, what is going on? They give you a launcher but no missiles?